Stations of KUAM, proud sponsor of the 12th Festival of Pacific Arts, Guam 2016. What we own, what we have, what we share, united voice of the Pacific.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E.
KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust, serving Micronesia for over 75 years. Matson Navigation, proud sponsor of Festback 2016. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. Pacific Solar, and Chuck E. Cheese's Guam, where all games are just one token.
The airport has rekindled a decades-old relationship with an airport in Japan. Mr. Lecanto has the details.
He said he made bad choices. Crystal Paco takes us to a sentencing hearing in the district court for a case involving identity theft.
And also tonight on the show, Ken continues the reports on the latest with the retro bonus pay controversy. Top day, everyone, and welcome to Primetime. If you're joining us on Guam, on KUAM TV, or anywhere in the world on our YouTube stream, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Well, 5 years after it was hit by a devastating earthquake as well as a tsunami, Japan's Sendai Airport is back on its feet.
And today it reached out to rekindle a very important partnership with the Guam International Airport Authority. Nestor Lecanto reports.
March 11, 2011, an 8.9 magnitude earthquake followed by a huge tidal wave effectively reduced the Sendai Airport in eastern Japan to virtual rubble. Guam and many other communities reached out to support the city government, and the delegation expressed its thanks for helping them through the disaster. Shinya Endo is the Director General for Public Works for Miyagi Prefecture.
Of course, the recovery process has luckily gone smoothly for us thanks to this help. However, there is still much that we would like to accomplish, and we are still halfway through the overall goals for recovery in the prefecture.
Representatives from the two airports signed off on an agreement to renew their sister relationship, which was established 25 years ago. Guam was one of the first international routes serviced through Sendai. Meanwhile, airport president Takuya Iwai announced that in July it will become the first ever Japanese airport to go private.
民間企業になりますので、よりですね、両地域の
And as part of the privatized operations, we hope this will contribute to improved business between both regions, as well as also contribute to the exchange, cultural exchange, and also exchange of visitors between our regions. So I look forward to doing whatever I can in advancing these goals. Thank you very much.
Reporting from the Wonpat Guam International Airport for Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Thanks, Nestor. A duo caught on camera breaking into close to 40 post office boxes are sentenced in federal court. Crystal Paco has more.
It was last summer a rash of mail thefts prompted postal inspectors to install cameras at post office facilities. On camera, they caught an unidentified man and woman stealing mail from Tamuning P.O. boxes. With the help of reward flyers at post offices island-wide, the culprits were identified as John Michael Mapoti Valena and Annalyn Marie Perez Aldon. Among the stolen items was a credit card, which led straight to the duo who reportedly made purchases at Beyond the Box, Home Depot, Kmart, Ross, and mobile gas stations. When search warrants were executed, the stolen credit card and purchased items were recovered. As we reported, both entered plea agreements with the feds on charges of aiding and abetting access device fraud and aiding and abetting aggravated identity theft. Today, Valena was sentenced to 34 months behind bars, or just under 3 years. Meanwhile, Aldon was sentenced to 1 year and 1 day. Both will have 3 years supervised release to follow, in addition to jointly paying over $12,000 in restitution. Before they were sentenced, each defendant addressed the court admitting to their wrongdoings. Valena stated, quote, "I apologize to the victims. I take full responsibility. My parents didn't raise me up to be like this. It's bad choices. I'm sorry for doing what I did," end quote. Valena will receive credit for the over 6 months he's been detained at the Department of Corrections. He will be released on Saturday morning on personal recognizance to spend time with his family before self-surrendering next Saturday. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
Another high-ranking National Guardsman fate will be left to a federal jury. Trial kicked off today for Lieutenant Colonel Franklin Babauta. He and then National Guard Major and former Guam Homeland Security Advisor Ambrosio Constantino were charged with theft of government property and aggravated identity theft. Last week, Constantino was found guilty on all charges, with the two allegedly collecting $2,000 in recruitment bonuses to which they were not entitled.
He was caught red-handed and in broad daylight, according to Guam Police Department spokesperson Officer AJ Balahaja. Police responded a suspicious individual in the Mangilao area. The homeowner reportedly came home for lunch and saw a man in his yard. A witness also reported the suspect appeared to be trying to break into the house. The homeowner asked what the man was doing, and the suspect said he was looking for water for his overheating vehicle. Before the suspect could leave, the homeowner snapped a photo of the man, his car, and the license plate. Findings showed the plates were fake and the vehicle matched a stolen car reported last month. Police also checked with the Department of Corrections Parole Division, which confirmed the suspect is currently on probation. Justin Cruz was arrested for burglary, stolen vehicle, fraudulent use of a license plate in violation of parole. He was booked and confined. Police note the stolen car was found burning in the Totsu area on Thursday.
In other news headlines tonight, although Governor Calvo welcomes an independent investigation into retroactive bonuses, he does hope the AG's office will be just as diligent in investigating the legislature. Here's Ken with more.
Following his initial request late last year, Vice Speaker BJ Cruz says he's relieved with news from the Attorney General of Guam made on Thursday.
As I said in the beginning, I thought that she would do the right thing, and I believe that she now has done the right thing.
As we reported, the AG's office announced it will hire an independent prosecutor to further investigate and determine whether charges are warranted for the illegal retro bonus payments given to 107 Adelup staffers in December 2014.
My only concern is that I'm hoping that when they write the RFP, that the RFP does not just limit itself to reviewing the 2014 retroactive pay, because I believe that the 2015 retroactive pay reimbursement is probably worse than the first one.
Under Guam law, the final contract must be executed by the governor of Guam. Governor Eddie Calvo says from the beginning, his administration has been open.
There's nothing from our side, but I welcome it, and I look forward to the investigation.
Calvo admits mistakes were made in the process of the retro bonus payments, but says he will extend the courtesy and transparency to the independent prosecutor.
What I have done as a governor was perfectly under the legal authority that I was given. Obviously, there were issues, and we acknowledge that at certain levels in the processing at DOA, mistakes were made. That's not criminal activity. There are mistakes that were made. I don't know whether the same can be said about the legislature.
Governor Calvo is referring to the legislature's handling of the Capital District Fund. Adelup has accused the legislature of illegally taking money out of the fund and using it for operations.
We're an open book and we're transparent. At the same time, I want to ensure that all branches of government, where we see that there are issues, that there also needs to be investigation.
Calvo recently wrote to the AG asking for a legal review of the legislature's handling of the fund. As for the independent prosecutor, the AG's office says they plan to issue the RFP by next week. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.
Speaker Judy Wanpat and Senator Narissa Underwood wrote to Governor Calvo regarding cash shortfalls affecting Guam education systems. The letter states the Guam Department of Education is $4.5 million behind in its allotment schedule, GCC behind 11.3, and the University of Guam behind by 7.9 million. The letter asked Calvo for answers on how these shortfalls will be resolved, saying the lack of support and communication has caused educational systems to suffer.
John Fernandez will be staying put as the superintendent of the Department of Education. He tweeted that sentiment earlier this afternoon following a vote by the Guam Education Board affirming his role. The immensely popular superintendent, beloved by public school students for his tireless interaction with them on social media as well as in real life, will continue his work past his current contract, which ends June the 30th. His new 4-year contract was approved by the Education Board Friday afternoon.
Still to come in your news, leader, we'll hear from the Guam National Olympic Committee and the Zika virus. Plus, Isa Baza continues her series, The Dish.
Stay connected to the world at home from everywhere you are. Get the KUAM News app for the latest in local news, videos, sports, streaming, Isla 63 AM, weather, and more. Available for free now at the iTunes App Store or Google Play.
Congratulations! just won. I did?
You too can win in Calvo's Insurance Ride Your Dreams giveaway. If you are a Calvo's Insurance home or personal auto customer, you qualify to enter by texting LOYAL to 2015. And if you need an insurance quote, text QUOTE to 2015 for a chance to win in our grocery giveaway. Thank you, KUAM, for placing your trust in Calvo's. Insure with Calvo's today and ride your dreams to reality.
Do you work hard and need to get away? Then play Micronesia Mall's Drive Away Getaway game and you could win 3 Nissan car driveaways plus 30 getaways to Manila on Philippine Airlines. Just present mall receipts to enter and win the Nissan Rogue Beach Package, the sizzling Sentra SR, the Rogue Sport Package, plus great instant prizes from Burger King and Foot Locker. Shop and win more cars, trips, and prizes when you play Micronesia Mall's Drive Away Getaway game.
Ruby Tuesday now gives you more for lunch. Endless trips to the Fresh Garden Bar, plus add-ons, mini combinations, and even new meal options. It's the new lunchtime menu, available Monday to Friday until 2 p.m., only at Ruby Tuesday.
It's Triple J Auto Group's Drive Now and Pay Later event going on now. Buy the car of your dreams and make no payment for 90 days. Get in an all-new Honda, Acura, Ford, Mazda, Lincoln, Volvo, or Kia and pay nothing for 3 months unapproved credit. Plus, we've got unbelievable savings in all remaining 2015s and many 2016s. Now's the time to buy during Triple J's Drive Now, Pay Later event. Visit us online at carsquam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Download our free app on Apple and Google stores. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
Follow KUAM News on Twitter or become a fan on Facebook to get all your daily headlines from Guam's News Network.
Hafidin, welcome back. As local health officials prepare for Festback and to prevent the Zika virus from entering our borders, the Guam National Olympic Committee is preparing to head to the very place where more than 1 million people have contracted the illness.
Brazil is described as ground zero for the Zika virus, but in 6 short months, it will be the epicenter for world-class athletes competing for gold.
I hope that by the time everyone gets to the games, that they have identified maybe some form of a containment and other safeguards to just make sure that the athletes, one, enjoy the games and not have to always worry about the Zika virus.
Brazil reported its first case of the Zika virus in May 2015, and it's now estimated that 1.5 million people may have been infected in the country.
It's amazing how these little insects would have such a destruction on its pathways.
Rick Bloss is the president of the Guam National Olympic Committee. He's as high as it gets in ensuring Team Guam is safe when it heads to Rio de Janeiro for the Summer Olympics. The Zika virus was a focus of discussion Thursday during a GNOC meeting. Precautions
that we're going to be taking as an organization as far as putting up mosquito nets, getting sprays with us, bringing sprays to make sure that we're covered, spray at night, and just all those small details.
Bloss says, though, Guam athletes are already accustomed to traveling to countries and island nations where mosquito-borne illnesses have threatened their health.
For many of us, we've gone into countries such as Papua New Guinea, who had not just dengue fever, but also malaria and then the chikungunya virus. I guess we just add one more on top of that, the Zika.
Matter of fact, Bloss just returned from Tonga, listed by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention as a country with active Zika virus transmission.
It's kind of unsettling, you're there, you're exposed.
Bottom line, Bloss says athletes shouldn't be alarmed, but aware. He adds they are in constant communication with the International Olympic Committee on preparation and prevention strategies for the Summer Olympics.
We should also note that in 2007, the Guam Department of Public Health reported 2 probable cases of Zika. Also in 2007, representatives from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, World Health Organization, and Yap Health Department scientists investigated a Zika virus outbreak in Yap, where there was a total of 86 confirmed and probable cases.
Well, village district leaders of the Republican Party met Thursday evening in preparation for Decision 2016, not only locally, but in the nation as well. Leadership discussed the process and how the 19 districts will choose their delegates to attend the Republican convention at the Dusitani on March the 12th. Here, they will select who will represent the party at the Republican National Convention in Cleveland in July. Individual village meetings, in the meantime, are set for the 5th of March. Along with planning for upcoming events, the party did announce several candidates who will run in the primary, including former Governor Felix Camacho as congressional delegate, Luis Muña and Fernando Esteves for senator. They also announced committees to draft for AJ Balahaja, Eric Palacios, and Adonis Mendiola.
Close to 24 bills, 1 resolution, and 7 appointments are on the session agenda for next week. Among the bills senators will be discussing include Bill 248, which extends paid leave benefits to women recovering from childbirth, along with Bill 218 relative to economic development in southern Guam. Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz told senators today he will be pushing for an override during session on vetoed Bill 222, which would prohibit lump sum bonus payments in the future to add a loop unclassified staffers. Speaker Judy Wanpet says session will only last for 4 days and begins on Monday the 19th.
Our next story is for Tamuning residents, and you can rest assured that the smoke will clear. According to Mayor Luis Rivera for Tuman, Tamuning, and Harmon, residents have complained about the smell and smoke coming from a burn box, which is stationed at Oka Point. The project was permitted by the Guam Fire Department and funded by FEMA and Public Works to get rid of green debris that's been sitting at the site from past typhoons. Now, the green waste must be destroyed as it poses as a breeding site for the coconut rhino beetle as well as the little fire ant. Agencies were on site assessing the situation.
According to the contractor, it's going to take 3 days for it to cool off for them to be able to move it. And so, yes, so they said, that those 3 days they can have completed the project. And so it was the advisement of the fire department to let them finish off.
The mayor asks that residents hang tight as the burning will be completed by the weekend.
Well, continuing our Dusitani culinary special, The Dish, we introduce you to the executive sous chef at Aqua at the Dusitani Guam Resort. In our next story, Chef Morton shares his passion for international cuisine and gives our Isa Baza a lesson in Chinese cooking.
The Dish with Dusitani.
It's $1 million view, paired with tables filled with cuisine from around the world. Aqua at Dusitani Guam Resort features all-day fine dining, complete with fresh ingredients and live cooking stations. The restaurant boasts a buffet experience unlike any other. The man behind the scenes is executive sous chef Morton.
I started cooking more than 15 years ago. And I'm from Denmark, so I started cooking. That was kind of a little bit of the Nordic cuisine, but I've always been attracted to Asian cuisine.
Chef Morton has worked in 5-star hotels from London to Denmark and even Thailand.
It's long hours and it's hard work, but I think as long as you have the passion, as long as there's something driving you to get up in the morning.
For him, it's seeing people enjoying the food he makes. He gave KUAM an exclusive peek into the hours of work needed to make Peking roast duck.
We have marination of salt oyster sauce, hoisin, Chinese hoisin, and allspice, which we're going to put inside. We're going to stuff it with a bit of ginger. Then we're going to close it up with a needle.
Next, he showers the duck in a mixture of sugar, vinegar, and water to keep the skin crispy and delicious after roasting. Once hung and dried, the duck roasted for about an hour.
It takes a long time, but you know what, the result that comes out, you get an amazing flavors, and you get it's a fun thing, and when we have it hanging on our Asian section, it's kind of dramatic with the heads on, but that's the Chinese style of doing it.
Once out of the oven, he removed the marinade and cut the duck into serving sizes.
So you have different parts. This is the back. We don't really use the back. There's a little bit of this is what chefs kind of like to eat. The meat at the back here, we don't serve it because that's the best meat. That's
secret.
That's for the kitchen, yeah. Between you and me.
The roast duck's tender, sweet, and savory flavor pairs well with one of Aqua's array of fresh squeezed juices.
Please come by and have a taste. You know, the duck comes out, you know, running when we roast them and we fry them. And they're always on the buffet, they're always on the menu. Hanging beautifully down on our Asian section.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Cheers.
The Dish with Dusitani.
And if that video story did not entice your taste buds enough, come and enjoy the new Sunday brunch experience crafted carefully by executive sous chef Morton at the Dusitani Guam Resort. For reservations, call 648-8000. And make sure to go on our YouTube channel. You can watch all 5 parts of Issa's absolutely delectable series.
Nice.
She's got duck, she's got
chocolate.
Dude, I watched the chocolate one myself.
Clam chowder.
If you go there and it says, you know, this video has been viewed 79,000 times, I think 78,000 of it was me with the chocolate one. It's an amazing story.
Stay tuned, Sports Insight.
Love your flat screen all over again with enhanced HD TV programming from GTA. Explore over 100 HD channels with the sharpest picture and sound quality you can only get from Guam's leader in high definition. That's 3 times more channels than Docomo. Watch live news coverage like never before. Experience the thrill of the game in the comfort of your own living room. With so many HD networks, movies, cooking shows, comedies, you'll never want to leave your couch. GTA, your island, your HD network.
I am Jack Winner.
I'm a baller.
I'm a golfer.
I'm swimmer. Hey, neighbor.
We are parents of an athlete.
I am a coach.
We are volunteers.
Let me win. Can I win?
Let me be brave in the attempt.
Make a difference in an athlete's life. Be a part of Special Olympics Guam.
Keep our dreams alive.
Get involved today.
It's an event so big, it's presidential. It's Cars Plus President's Day sale going on now in Mighty. Drive home a new 2016 Hyundai Accent today, starting at $12,995 or $79 per paycheck. Or the totally new 2016 Hyundai Sonata, starting at $21,888 or $133 per paycheck. Buy now and you won't make a payment for 90 days. Plus, all new Hyundais come with Guam's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. It's our President's Day sale going on all month at Cars Plus in Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
It's time for Shop Guam 2015. The Guam Visitors Bureau and more than 100 Shop Guam partners have teamed up to bring back the Shop Guam Festival, going on now until February 15th. This annual interactive shopping experience highlights Guam as a fun, fashionable, and diverse shopping destination, while giving our local community access to more than 200 deals and discounts with new only on Guam and event features. Look for the Shop Guam logo at your favorite stores. Download the free Shop Guam mobile app and enjoy incredible discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment.
What's that?
What? That? A hat? Do you like my hat?
No, that. They're towing our car.
Car? We've gone so far.
What's going on?
We can't afford to have it fixed because it's out of warranty.
Stop making excuses. Trade in your car at Guam Auto Spot for a brand new Mitsubishi Lancer with a 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty. Make us an offer. Fill in the blank. What's your payment?
What's up, Guam? I'm Dave Delgado. Welcome to KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. On the show tonight, your Dar Rent-to-Own Athlete of the Week. I have some youth golf news along with information on tomorrow's 5K taking place at the Chamorro Village. Check it out. We're here, Dar Rent-to-Own Dedido, for our Dar Rent-to-Own Athlete of the Week. Today we have softball player Dante Love, and here to present him with a check is CJ. CJ?
Congratulations on being Dar Rent-to-Own's Athlete of the Week. Who would you like to present this check to?
Sanctuary Inc. You play softball for Underdogs in the GGO Masters Softball League, 9-1 in this year's season. Tell us how your team has been so successful in this year's season.
I think what's really been good for us is we really get along with each other. Our team likes to go out there and have fun, and that's what we do. We go out and have fun. Everyone cracks jokes, keeps us loose, but that's really what makes us successful. We pretty much have like a well-rounded team. we don't have that many power hitters, but everyone kind of does their job. Our defense is pretty solid, and our hitters just do what they got to do.
All right, you guys are 9-1 in the season, picking up first round win in the playoffs, cruising to the semis with a bye until the semis. What are you guys looking forward to next as far as getting ready for those semifinals?
We're just looking ready to come out and have fun. We have, I think, one more game before the championship, and I know it's one game elimination, so we don't want to let the other team have a chance to come out and get on top of us first. So we're just looking to jump on the team first, get a win. We're looking at trying to get a couple practices in here and there. It's kind of hard with our schedules, but we try to make it work so we can get out there and practice and work on those skills.
All right, you're top of the leaderboard, one of the top power hitters in the league with about 9 home runs. What do you attribute your power hitting to?
I don't know. It's been a little tough lately. I used to play baseball, so baseball and softball is a little different as far as your swing. So it's just been taking some time to get used to the baseball swing and the softball swing. But I'm starting to get it down, and I guess once I start getting in a rhythm and a flow, they start going.
All right, congratulations. Stay tuned to our next Direct Zone Athlete of the Week.
KUAM Sports Athlete of the Week is brought to you by.
In golf news, the Guam Junior Golf League holds free golf clinics for kids ages 6 to 17 years old at the Tumon Driving Range. The clinic runs from 10 to 12 every Saturday.
The Guam Junior Golf League is hosting a free clinic every Saturday from 10 to 12 for anybody that's interested. Usually the first hour from 10 to 11, we concentrate on the short game, which is chipping and putting. And then we spend 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock on the long game. If there's any parents out there that are interested in letting their kids try and they don't have a set of clubs, we actually provide clubs for the children. The clinic's completely free of charge. Like I said, it starts at 10 o'clock and they can contact either Mel Davis at 482-1611 or Rich Polino at 687-0487 or myself at 898-7592. We're just encouraging, all the parents to bring their kids out to let them try it.
Sanctuary Incorporated of Guam will be hosting the Love Our Kids 5K Run Walk tomorrow morning at Chamorro Village. Showtime is at 5 in the morning with go time scheduled for 6. T-shirts will be given out to the first 300 runners. Proceeds from the run will provide the basic necessities for the youth, such as food and school supplies. Funds will also go towards the operations of their 24-hour emergency shelters. Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
Hi. You look amazing. Thank you. So, do you like your food?
It's really good. How about you?
It's okay. But I like spaghetti. Do you like spaghetti?
I make a great spaghetti.
Really? Wow, my stars are really lucky tonight. When's your birthday?
July 23rd.
Dad, she's perfect for you.
Sorry.
Welcome to Nissan Sign and Drive event. No money down. All we need is your signature and drive away. And we'll make your first payment. Get it done in the tough and dependable Frontier Crew Cab, just $23,969. Solid to the core, mid-size truck, full-size work. Nissan Frontier Crew Cab, and your first payment's on us. There's more great deals on the full line of Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs, so start the new year right with a free car payment from Nissan. See your favorite salesperson for details at Nissan Guam.
Your favorites will always be here. But this one won't last long.
McDonald's Filet-O-Fish is perfect for Lent. Get it with fries and a drink for only $5.99 for a limited time.
Get
ready. It's time to party, to rally, to run in paradise. 5K, 10K, half marathon, and full marathon. All the fun in one great run, in one great half-a-day experience. Register today for the Guam International Marathon on April 10th.
Welcome back. Let's get straight to your birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. And happy birthday to Sergio Cruz, celebrating his 55th birthday.
Lots of love and birthday blessings going out to BJ Napati tonight.
Happy birthday going out to Genoa Gogwe, celebrating his 7th birthday.
A good friend of ours is blowing out the candles, and assumedly in musical fashion, John Leon Guerrero. Happy birthday, bro.
And happy 13th birthday going out to Aiden Justine Espano.
And lastly, but certainly not leastly, happy 2nd birthday to Keen Felix Roland.
All right, let's announce the winner of this week's Cold Stone Creamery cake. Congratulations going out to Jeremy Patrick Tyler. A representative from Cold Stone will contact you and let you know how you can pick up your delicious cake.
Fiesta Friday begins in about 10 seconds, so let's switch over to the other set, and we'll see you there.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&D.
We are here in Harmon. You are there on Guam or wherever you're watching this right now on YouTube. And this is Fiesta Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Our friends from Remax Diamond Realty will be here with more tips about what you can do with acquiring and selling a property. Plus, some kids from Teton High School are here, and they are going to tell you how you can help them achieve their dream of building a marquee for their school. But first, the Guam Foster Families Association is holding their annual Easter egg hunt. Now, my friend Janae Uggan is here, and we are going to talk about hunting eggs. Hafaday, welcome back.
Hafaday, thank you for having us here today, or me here today.
Well, it is never too early to plan for a good Easter egg hunt.
Never too early. We like to start early. Actually, we started since October, but just kept it kind of hush.
And I like it that it's right a few days after Lent started.
Yes,
so
yes, it's just so we hit everybody just before they get all crazy.
Okay, now I don't know if our producers prepped you for this, but I was quite the Easter egg aficionado back in my day.
Oh, okay.
Before the gray hair set in and everything. So are we hunting are these actual hard-boiled eggs, or do we have like the plastic variety? And what is the environment, and what's the field where people will be hunting eggs?
Okay,
Can you tell a thought about this?
I can't give away the location because of the sensitive nature. Foster children in the child welfare system, it's kind of like a safety issue.
Sure.
So I can't really disclose where we're having it. All I can say is that it's a lot of rolling greens, and that it's a humongous venue, and that the kids can run freely, safely, without the worry of cars or anything like that.
A+.
Yes. So we really put a lot of thought into that. As for the eggs, we have a lot of donations. We're so thankful to be blessed with a community that likes to give. And a lot of them are giving hard-boiled eggs this year. And we do have some plastic eggs.
Very cool.
Yes.
Because I've seen, egg hunts in the past, and they have like, it's a huge, size of property and everything like that. And there's so many kids that show up and they say, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And it's over in 15 seconds because everybody does it.
Actually, I think last year it was so quick. It was like a blink of an eye. It was like maybe not even 2 minutes. I think the thing that made it really long was looking for that golden egg, because Thunder Road last year really hid that egg quite well. And we're just like, where is it? And they're like, I don't even remember.
Some of the adults got involved at that point?
Yes. So at that point, we're just like, are we hot or cold? So we're all like, hot, cold. We didn't remember. I think it was like up in a tree, and we're just like, kids are small, but it was, it was fun. It was
as long as every kid finds one egg, I mean,
yes.
it's reassuring for them, and certainly for the people that have contributed to this event.
Yes.
It's very reassuring for them, because this goes towards an incredibly worthwhile cause.
Oh, yes, it is. And, we're very thankful and grateful. This year, I believe we broke her record. Kat Beneventi and I, we were compiling everything, and it looks like we just reached just a little over 2,000 eggs.
Wow.
Yes. So we have currently
the egg per child ratio is going to be
it's going to be really good. So we're really happy that these foster children are able to, just experience the joy and just getting a lot of eggs and having a full basket. It's just very heartwarming. We currently have about 176 foster children So we're hoping that they all can come out if they're able to with their foster families. And of course, they have foster siblings. So we really wanted to try to accommodate all of them. So our goal this year was 2,000 eggs, and we beat it. We're so happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, you've always been an overachiever, and certainly, certainly the event is going to be a smashing success because of that.
Yes, I'm.
And I don't mean smashing in the sense of eggs. But...
Well, there will be a lot of smashed eggs. Man, I don't know how they're going to be able to hide 2,000 eggs, but I'm pretty sure they can do it.
Okay. Well, even though you've surpassed already your goals, are you in need of any other help as far as cleanup or manpower, any other maybe drink donations for the kids that are going to be out there or their families?
Yes, actually, we're, like I said, we're such a giving community. We counted last night, and we have over 100 people who wants to volunteer. And that's amazing in just a time span of a week. Mm-hmm. And so, we'd love to take all the volunteers, but unfortunately we can't. Mm-hmm. And because of the high influx of volunteers, and then we have, we're inviting children from the Ollie shelter, the women's shelter. We have children from Sanctuary. We have a lot of foster families from Harvest House and the Baby Congregation. They've all already committed to attending. We're hoping to have a little bit more food donations.
Okay.
So just to be able to accommodate everybody, it's because we've already purchased the basic banquet without giving away too much of the venue, but we already purchased the basic meal, but extra would always be very helpful.
Well, and like we say so many times, many hands make light work. And,
yes, it does. Yes,
all
it
right.
does.
So certainly the banquet, you want that to be a very long experience, as well as the egg hunt itself.
Yes. And these kids, man, they can eat 7 pieces of pizza after going. I've seen one boy, and he was all eating pizza. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, Miss, can you get me more? I'm like, okay, you got him one more. And he's like, no, 2. I'm like, oh, okay, wow, you're such a small boy, and you can eat a lot of pizza. They love pizza. They really love pizza and hot dogs.
Well, if there's anybody out there who would like more information or would like to, possibly even just make a monetary contribution, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, they can hit us up at the Guam Foster Families Association Facebook page. We're very receptive, and we do reply as soon as we get a message or a comment or even a post. They can call me at 688-4765. I always respond to my WhatsApp, my text messages, or even a phone call. Some people are old school. We like phone calls. I like phone calls. So just give me a call so that way we can confirm it. And I just wanted to bring up, we are going to have more events because I noticed we have over 100 people willing to volunteer. I just want them to know that we have other events coming up. In April, we have the 0K in conjunction with GCC. Mm-hmm. We had a very successful 0K last year, and we are looking to make that even better this year. And then May is Foster Care Month, and we had an outreach last year. We didn't have as much community organizations come out as we wanted to, but this year we're starting early, and we already have about 6 confirmed, and we're looking to have at least 15 government agencies or programs that want to showcase what they got or offer their services. We're looking to have them there.
We'll tell you what, you can come back anytime and tell us about the very good work that you're doing for our island community.
Thank you.
As for this one, happy early Easter.
Yes, happy early Easter, yes.
and thanks for doing this. It's a wonderful opportunity for the kids.
Thank you for having us here every year. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
Please stay tuned, everyone. We are back with more show when Fiesta Friday continues. Right after this.
This program is brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
Sunday barbecues are better when there's more than enough bandwidth to share. Sign up for GTA Fiber to the Neighborhood today and enjoy faster internet on more devices. GTA, your island, your faster fiber network.
Smiling is a natural response to joy, happiness, and excitement.
Your smile reveals a lot about who you are. A healthy, beautiful smile can brighten your appearance and be an invitation to conversation and friendship. It is often one of the first things people notice about you. Now, thanks to the advancements in dentistry, you can have the smile you have always wanted, giving you an improved smile that looks and feels great.
My silver fillings that I have, they're getting older in my mouth and I need to replace them. So I've started to do that and I've replaced them with the white fillings and I've had really great success with that. It looks good, they feel natural, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the bleaching. I want a white look all around my mouth.
House to Home, brought to you by Remax Diamond Realty.
It is time to talk about real estate, and that's what we are doing here. And now, of course, on House to Home, as we welcome to the studios once again from Remax Diamond Realty, Guam, Liz and Gina. Ladies, half a day.
Half a day.
Half a day.
Okay, we have talked so far this year, and granted we're still in January, about very inspiring, very uplifting, very encouraging topics like getting your first home, qualifying for loans, getting your paperwork in order. Today, not so much. We're talking about foreclosure.
Right.
So for the uninitiated, what exactly is that? But I've only heard it mentioned in
Well,
negative.
I wanted to bring up the topic of foreclosure. I met someone the other night and he said, you know, we really get a lot of information from the shows, but I really have an issue about foreclosures. And I said, well, what happened? And he was telling me that he had purchased a property, and when he purchased it, nobody told him it was on the verge of foreclosure, and he felt that he could have gotten a better deal. Now, with foreclosures, let's say, for example, you are on the verge. Let's say you haven't been making your payments and you have some issues. We usually ask sellers, if we're going to list the property, tell us how far along you are. Are you late with your payments, so that we could price it properly and move the property so they don't foreclose on you. So, for example, if you wanted to sell something and it was valued at $200,000, of course, it's fair market value. However, because you're on the verge of the foreclosure, we may drop it down to $175,000 and put it on the market so it could move fairly quickly. So, again, you have the right to sell the property. Now, if another individual purchased it, then great, they got it at $175,000, maybe a little lower than market value. What some people don't realize, if you didn't make your mortgage payment and the bank foreclosed on you, what happens is there's a 1-year period of right of redemption. So even if someone else bought the property, there's a 1-year right of redemption, which means you as the original owner could purchase the property back as long as you paid the attorney fees, all of that. You have that 1-year period to purchase the property back.
Would the price, Gina, that you pay it be equal to the value of the house at that moment? Or would the price fluctuate in any way?
No, so if we're talking about your redemption option, you know, your right to purchase the property back, and that my understanding, and you know, we're not attorneys here, we're just giving you what we know based on our practice. What my understanding is, you have the right to pay off. So not the right, but you have the option of paying off the amount that you owed when you were foreclosed upon. So it's whatever that balance was, not looking at value, but usually it's what did you owe when you were foreclosed upon.
So you can kind of make good.
Yeah, you have to make good on that balance. All the fees associated with the foreclosures, all the attorney fees, and any other fees that were incurred because you went through the foreclosure process. That needs to be paid back. And so that they add up all of that, and that's what you have to pay in order to get the property back.
I'm sorry, does this in any way, because, you know, typically I was going to say when you hear the word foreclosure, or when you apply for student loans, home loans, car loans, apply to work at a certain place, you know, for employment, typically there's a box there and it says, have you ever been part of a transaction where your home has been foreclosed upon or anything like that? If you buy property back, do you salvage your name and maybe your credit score, or, you know, like your reputation as far as the banks go?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Because, you know, just because you went through the foreclosure process, if you're able to figure out a way to pay that loan off, that's almost like reestablishing, rebuilding your credit.
It's kind of like starting all over.
Yeah,
Because, and Liz, you've told us many times before, you know, foreclosure, people go through undue financial hardships for a variety of reasons. They may have gotten divorced,
right.
Some
health issues,
death in the family, perhaps. They lost their job.
They can certainly rebuild their credibility, because what happens is if they pay that debt off, it shows that it was paid rather than hanging as unpaid. And of course, there might be something on their record that shows that if they were 6 months behind, that will show, but it'll take 2 years to rebuild your credit. And then we always tell people, rebuild it by getting new credit cards and then paying it on time, and that'll show it. But going back to the foreclosure, is you do have the right to purchase it. Now, if you are unable to do so, and for example, someone else purchases the house, then they have full use of that property unless the original owner exercises the right of redemption. But after that 1 year period, there's no threat. You keep the property. You know, and some loan institutions will wait till that 1 year right of redemption is over before they put it on the market. And then some do not. They just put it immediately on the market. The chances of an original owner buying it back has been slim. We don't have that many that will actually purchase it back.
Okay, I was gonna say, they're telling us we got the wrap up symbol, so we got about 20 seconds, but you know, Gina, I'll end with you. How often on Guam do we see, you know, if they're announcing that a home will be foreclosed upon, that's a chance for somebody to get, like, you know, a fairly good deal, right?
Yeah, but it's a process. You have to prepare yourself to show up at the auction. There are some people who show up, you know, almost, I mean, I know names of people, individuals who actually show up to many of the auctions, but it's not, you can't just show up and say you're interested in buying it. It's a process. So if people want information about how to take advantage of that, they can call and we'll give them, information individually. And if you're, if you're on the verge of being foreclosed, what I want to share with the public is, listen, if you're in that situation, you can go to your lender, the financial institution that you're working with. They do have programs that might help you.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Check them out online, everybody. Remax Diamond Realty, Guam, Liz and Gina. We are back after this.
Hey, home on the road again. Moving on forward. 6 stones won't break a bone. We're in the car on a highway. It's so magical, I feel that no one's got a home. You're a catalyst to your happiness, you know. 'Cause it's your heart, it's your life, it's pumping blood. In a whole wide world, it's supposed to live.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
When you come to Chuck E. Cheese's, you can see what's new.
New fun! New games! New cousins! What's new? New awesomeness! Where a kid can't be a kid!
All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Teason High School is the island's newest high school, and they are fundraising in hopes to purchase a marquee so they can let people like you and I know what happens as we're passing by there, if they have events, if they have performances perhaps, and the T Factor is an upcoming school talent show to raise funds to make that happen. Now we have here Alexis and Kobe, and they are Titans. I'm very, very proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome, guys. Half a day.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, well, before we get into the actual event, the marquee and everything, we'll talk about that, in great detail. How does it feel to be representatives of your school, and what does it mean to each of you to be Titans?
It feels super great. When I found out that I was chosen, I was like, oh, this is super cool. Like, you know, I just...
That's a good attitude, because some people would be like really, really scared. They're like, oh, I don't want to be the first one, or, you know, like, you know, I want to hang out with maybe some friends or people that are in a different village. But no, that's great.
Yeah. I wasn't actually like nervous at first, you know, because I was like, oh, this is a super great opportunity, you know, and then I got here and
like same as her, like I think it's super cool, and especially because it's new. So we are like the first ones to actually be able to have this kind of opportunity. So it really like helps make some history happen, you know?
Well, a marquee certainly is going to be needed, because, you know, for people that pass by JFK or Sanchez, you know, I mean, even if we haven't got kids or, you know, family members that go there, you see these big signs and it's like, oh, school dance, or, you know, Islanders taking on, you know, Geckos tonight, 7:30 p.m. And I mean, it's a great way to get information across, given the fact that you're driving down the road. So what do you guys want to do, and what kind of information do you want to relay with your marquee?
Basically, we just want to help the communication with our school and the community. So we just want everything that happens in our school to be on, like even inspirational quotes, sports events, dances, and even like our pasta meetings. Because in the past, we've had meetings in our school and some parents don't even come. Like our first meeting of the year, we only had 2 parents who actually showed up to the actual meeting.
Well, certainly the marquee is going to help for that.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering, you know, we of course live in the age of digital technology. So are you guys going to get like a big LED digital based marquee? Is that what you're going for, or is it more like, you know, the kind of like they have a GPO where they put like what movies are showing, and you can manually change the letters?
That's what we were aiming for, because we were aiming for, you know, the ones you just put the letters in. But if we do have enough, then we probably might aim for something bigger.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, either way, you know, I mean, you know, the way those things are built these days, they can survive wind and rain and everything, and like they'll really get the message across. Okay, so to make this happen, you guys are of course having the T Factor. Tell me about that.
T Factor is basically a way to raise money to match our sponsor Bank of Guam $6,000 to raise money for the marquee, right? And the goal of this talent show is we just want students to come out and show what they got, show that this new school has talent too, you know? And we just want to like just prove that we are people too, you know?
What kind of talent is going to be on display?
Well, there's the teachers. Teachers came out to, you know, they're coming out, and they even came up with.
Well, we have a lot of singing. We have dancing. We even have the superintendent and the lieutenant governor having a lip sync battle.
Nice.
We are having pop rocks and soda. We have dance jazz, talent box, and the list just goes on.
I really want to see that lip sync competition. So you guys are having Mr. Fernandez come out and actually do it?
Yeah, he actually agreed to it. We also have
make him do the nene. I will contribute some money if I can see John do that. We had him here like a week ago. You know, when we're talking about, you know.
He's actually asking like a bunch of students on Twitter, I believe, what songs he should do.
He is the Twitter king.
Yeah.
Undisputed.
He is. Yeah. There's also the teachers actually came out and created a band, a teacher band, so they could, you know, try and come out and show what they can really do. Because when we heard about it, we were really shocked. We're like, oh, you can play the drums and stuff. And
oh, very cool. Yeah. So are you guys selling tickets to attend this, or can people just make like general donations?
Yeah, we're actually selling tickets. It's $5. You can get it, you know, from like anyone basically. But at the door it's $7.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll tell you what, we are going to take a commercial break, so sit tight. We're going to talk about this some more. Is that cool? All right, please stay tuned. We are going to find out more about T Factor and how you can make Teens and High's dreams for a marquee become a reality when we return right after this.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Mas.
Dancing, it's a form of art, vibrant, moving, evolving, with every move, every step, every rhythm, behind every dance. is a story of who I am, who we were, and who we are as a community. As Pacific Islanders at the 2016 Festival of the Pacific Arts,
I will share my story.
It's an event so big, it's presidential. It's Cars Plus President's Day sale going on now in Mighty. Drive home a new 2016 Hyundai Accent today, starting at $12,995 or $79 per paycheck. Or the totally new 2016 Hyundai Sonata, starting at $21,888 or $133 per paycheck. Buy now and you won't make a payment for 90 days. Plus, all new Hyundais come with Guam's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. It's our President's Day sale going on all month at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Welcome back, everybody. We are gathered here tonight to help the good Titans at Teason High complete their dream and get a marquee for their school so they can keep people like you and I informed about all that's going on there, as well as pass information along to parents and themselves. We continue our conversation now with Alexis Camacho and Kobe Hall, two members of the class of 2017.
Yes.
The juniors.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So again, you guys are trying to get this this marquee. It's going to have all sorts of information. And the show, the T Factor that's going on, it's going to be on the 19th, as I understand it.
Yes.
Next
week Friday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
That's a long show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all that 4 hours of quality entertainment that goes to a good cause for just $5.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be totally worth it.
Show.
Okay. So what are the rest of your classmates, and not just the junior class, but all the other classes as well as the faculty, doing to prepare and really show off, school spirit? And because for most people, that's going to be their first time going to Teason High and actually seeing not only the students and what talent you have, but the school in general.
Yeah. So in our class, every student is broken down into a committee. Like we do something specific. So for example, I'm in the entertainment committee and she would be in, for example, security. So we just get everything ready, like solicitation and all that, and just get it done.
But it certainly isn't like it's just like a couple students here and there just saying let's do this. It's the entire school community is really pulling for this.
Yes, for the most part.
All right. Okay, so let's talk about selling the event itself. You really want the community at large to come out. It's on a Friday night.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it a whole fun for the whole family type of event?
Oh yeah,
yes, it is. Yes. It's actually open to it's open to the public. We hoped that a lot of people would come out, like different schools and families and everyone, not just like people from our school, because we want everyone to see the talent we have from Teason, and we want everyone to have a good time. We're basically working like really hard to. We just want to sell this.
Well, students, I know if there are students, and those marquees are very popular with a few schools over here.
Yeah.
I was lucky to go to a high school. I went to Sanchez, and we had like a marquee like that in some form or fashion, and it worked wonders for us. So I'm sure there are students out there that go to the other schools. They're like, hey, this works for us. We would love you guys as our peers to be able to have that too. So do you guys want to send a message to students at other schools and encourage them to come out, or just say thanks for your support?
Because we just want everyone to come out so we could also grow as one big community. Because these days it's all about like school rivalries and all that, right? But we want to show that everyone can be friends, because this island is small and there's no room to be like mean towards each other, Yeah.
We're all Guamanians at the end of the day. I mean, everybody's cool here. I mean, if we meet on the volleyball court and everything like that, we can cheer for one side. But at the end of the day, we're all just trying to help each other out.
Yep.
That's what it means to be from Guam, right? Okay, so last question, and then we'll plug the ticket sales once more. So how are you guys getting ready for the actual show? I'm sure, for those of you, you said, you're planning, there's dance numbers, music numbers, and everything like that. How often are you guys rehearsing? And you guys probably have long days.
You really do.
What we've been doing is we've been actually going around school and selling tickets through each class. And also we're getting the final lineups, and we're just getting everyone ready, prepared, and making sure that people don't bail last minute. Because the show, it's a full show. And if a spot's open, there's people waiting to actually perform. They want to actually do it, but it's all full. So if someone drops out, it'll make people mad. So we're just really preparing for it. And even me, myself, I'm performing too. And just get everything ready,
You're pulling double duty.
Yeah.
Now, how about you? I said you guys are having long days, and you rolled your eyes and like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we just finished. We just finished auditions like last week, and now we're just trying to come up with the final list and everything. And there's also I I remember this one day I was so stressed, but I just wanted to get everything done because, you know, like I had to deal with like letters and just making sure like they all got to the right people, making sure like I got all the signatures, and it's just like there's so much steps to everything that we want to do, and so it's a long process.
All right. Well, once again, you can get tickets to T Factor at where and from whom?
At any of the TZN representatives. Like you get it from the main office, you could get it at the door for $7. You could get it from each of us. We also have an Instagram and Twitter account at TZN_T Factor. So you could just follow us and send us a DM or anything. Or if you have any questions, just ask us and we'll let you know. Excellent.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure that once the marquee gets erected, and we know this is going to happen because you guys are putting, you know, the very best effort. You guys are probably going to have like, thank you, NC Dios Masi Guam, for making this a reality.
Yeah, of course. Right. Yeah.
We can't wait to see that. Once that marquee is erected and once you guys have that sign up, we'll go down there and, you know, we'll take Snapchat, Instagram photos for you and everything. We can't wait to tag you in that.
Yeah. And you'll have your filter by then probably, right?
Yeah. We'll have our Snapchat. And you guys will have a Snapchat filter too for T's and I.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, Alexis, Toby, thank you so much and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can't wait to see it happen. All right. Please stay tuned, everybody. We are back after this.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E,